Hi, Jason from the Uniform Superstore. In today's topic, we're going to be discussing, are uniforms necessary? Obviously, I believe that they are, otherwise I would not be running my own business. So the answer for me is a definite yes, but don't take my word for it. Let's delve into this a little bit further together. I dug up some research to reinforce why I believe that it is necessary to have uniforms in your workplace. First impressions matter. Someone walks in your door, first thing they're going to do is sum your business up by how your staff are presenting and what they are wearing. It's just a fact of life. We are very much a short span, first impression driven culture. To prove my point, 55% of first impressions are based on a person's appearance. We all do it. You'll see someone walking down the street. If they're wearing a suit, you make a judgment. If they're wearing vagabond clothes, you're making a judgment. First impressions matter. So that's 55%. 38% is on the way a person speaks. So it's important to present yourself well, but also talk really well. Talk really well. That sounded so bad. You need to be able to converse with the person that you're talking to at an educated level, to whatever extent your business implies. 7% of first impressions is actually what is said. So the important stat to take from this is when you combine it, over 90% of first impression is based on your appearance. Over 90% is based on, or to put it another way, over 90% is based on non-verbal cues. So what does that mean for your business? It actually means a whole lot, and I'll explain why. When you walk into a cafe or a restaurant and the people are there and the barista and the wait staff, they're wearing their casual clothes. They may have slept in them the night before. They may have been out to a nightclub the night before. They may have just been bumming around the house all day long in them. And that's what they're wearing as their uniform. That is what that business is presenting as their brand to their customers when you walk in the door. It's basically saying, we don't care what we're wearing. You just wear what you want. As long as you get your coffee, we're happy. Then you walk into a cafe and they're wearing a branded shirt or an apron, and you're greeted at the door or there's a big smile. But first impressions matter. Like when you compare the two cafes, one in their bumming around clothes versus two in a uniform, which one presents more professional? So in a business professional setting, this outlines a critical role of uniforms in maintaining a positive image for the business and first impressions. The second reason why I believe that uniforms are an essential business component is the word uniform comes from uniformity. It means everyone's the same. Now, if people are coming to work wearing their own uniform, they're presenting their own style. Someone might wear their skirt too high, their top too low, their garments too tight, too loose. They're presenting their own style. They're not presenting the brand's core focus or brand's core image, I should say. So by having your crew in a uniform, they're representing and providing a first impression as to what your business stands for, not what their personal style stands for. At the end of the day, they're there to represent your business. Another reason I feel that uniforms are a necessity is simply because uniforms are not an expense to the business. I know that sounds a bit weird, that it's money going out, so therefore it's an expense. But it brings money back in the sense that when people are coming into your shop or to your cafe, restaurant, school, and their first impression is one that makes them feel warm and fuzzy or gives them a good feel about your business, they're going to come back. And if you've got a good uniform, your staff are going to want to wear it. And then the more they want to wear it, the happier they are about their job, because they no longer have to trash their own personal clothes. They no longer have to try and work out what's appropriate, what's not appropriate, what they can, what they can't wear. You're providing them a uniform to best represent your brand and to start building on the culture that you have. Another interesting point as to why uniforms are vital is simply because if you compare your business to Joe Blow down the road who does the exact same thing as you do, if they're not in uniform and you are, and a customer walks in your door versus a customer walks in your door, your business is going to present a lot more professional and inviting than Joe Blow, who's just in his whatever, not providing a brand image. Finally, to give you an example of the importance of a uniform is, I like to ride motorbikes, and in motorbikes, they are very much color orientated. So you've got Honda that's red, Yamaha that's blue, Kawasaki that's green, and if you go to any motorbike track, or if you're riding a motorbike and you see those colors, you instantly assign those colors to that bike because they've made the color part of their brand. They're keeping it all tied in. And then if you look at their uniform, they have their uniform all represented with those colors. So the power of keeping your brand as a common theme that also ties in the uniform will add a visual impact and first impression to your business that cannot be underestimated. So at the end of the day, uniforms make your brand personal. So here at the Uniform Superstore, we have been providing Australian and New Zealand businesses with high quality, fast turnaround, competitive pricing uniforms since last century. Since 1999, when we first started this business with a $400 computer in the corner of a room, and we've grown to be one of Australia's most recognised brands in the uniform industry. We have a full range of uniforms that can cater to just about any industry or any industry that I'm aware of. We would love to work with you and help grow your brand and put your staff into a uniform that will provide a first impression that will have a big impact.